Good morning, guys. Good morning. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. We're back in my war room. Just checking a couple other things while we're getting started here. Negative 30. Negative 17. Good morning, guys. 23. I'm back on YouTube also, guys. So at Student Alpha, broadcasting live over there. Today is... How did I get to... Oh, okay. I got it. What is today? Losing track of time. What is today? Wednesday? Yep. The 4th. All right. Okay, dokie. We'll start here in about 45 seconds, folks. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. Good morning over there, YouTube. If you guys like the horizontal view of the charts, you can jump over to YouTube at Student Alpha. Yeah, what's up, Rachel? Back at my desk. You know, there's just something comfortable about actually being at my trade desk. I mean, I got a pretty nice portable setup, and it's nice to be at the beach, but it just feels like so much more control when I'm actually at my trade desk. All right, let's get into it, guys. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, the 4th of March. Data today, we have 9:45 PMI, 10 a.m. ISM services. You know, I think I said that they were yesterday. I looked at the calendar wrong. They're actually today. And the oscillators are negative 30, negative 17. So if markets drop a little bit more, we watch them when they're negative 60. They really predict a rebound within the next 48 hours on the markets. And VIX is at 23, so VIX is in the selling mode. Okay, that's a 30-day synthetic of the S&P 500. It's called the fear index. Numbers above 20, and it's currently at 23. Is selling. All right. Yep. Yeah, guys, like I said, YouTube, better charts than Instagram. So let's get into it. I don't even have all my ducks in a row here. You think I'd be a little more organized? All right. The indices, guys, are mildly bullish. So right now, 6,800 is our mean reversion box below us. We're long above that box, almost exactly at 6,815. Your next buy opportunity. Actually, look at this buy opportunity here. This was a great buy at 6,829. Should have paid 10. Oh, yeah, it paid nearly. It paid 25. So your next buying opportunity is here. If you so keep an eye on 6843. Overhead resistance is at 6,900 level. We have buying opportunities off the daily VWAP, off the mean reversion level, and then of course the primary read. So B plus B and A plus setups that I teach in my war room. And yep, questions, tickers, guys. We'll go over them here shortly. Russell 2000 is bullish. So we're bullish. Guys, this 2,600 box has just been ridiculous. Look at this. It just, we did break and hold it here briefly. What day was this? Tuesday. But this has just been ridiculous. So again, same thing. We're looking at buy setups off of 2,600, off the VWAP, and then our next buy. Look at this buy here. The algorithm would have called that buy. Look. If you run my algorithm, like having me sit and trade with you, it should have called a buy here. Let's see. Yep, look at that. Yeah. This thing, man, is a Formula One race car. It's beautiful. All right. Well, let me turn those signals off. You can actually add this to your charts. All right. Links are in the bio, guys. Next buy opportunity is about 26.28, and then the VWAP and this. We're long bias. NQ. You know, we paid for my entire vacation with a short of NQ that I called in my group. I like that same short. I like the red box for a short, although we are long over 24,700 mean reversion above. So we have buying opportunities at the VWAP. Now look, guys, here's the buy now is in the red box. I do not like buys in red boxes. I do not like buys in red boxes. So this buy would have been called by the algorithm for 60 points at 2,800. Even if you waited for the close of the candle, you still got paid. So I don't like this buy here in the red box. So I disqualify it. Let's get in. Welcome. Questions, tickers, throw in the comment box. I'll get to them here in just a second. So here's an example. See that buy signal by the matrix? The matrix is me and what I see. I would have never taken this buy. Why? It's in the red box. What happened? It failed. You hang out with me long enough, people. VWAP test and run back up. I'm not confident in buying gold. And guys, there's only 10 points difference between gold futures and spot. Look, 11 points. So you can look at these prices and then subtract 11 for spot. I'm not confident in buying it until we clear and hold this box, or we drop lower and get a cleaner signal, because this is our 5200 is our resistance zone, and we're flirting with bias. So because bias is so close, we're going to watch that VWAP. We're going to use VWAP as bias, guys. When you're that close, I mean, you're within 10 points. That's what we're going to do. All right. And I don't need to show you XAU because I just told you the point difference. But we'll look at XAG for silver. Right, that all-time high anchored VWAP is actually higher than this. You guys see it on the daily. Right there, we're flirting with it. We were when I did my report, we were above it, and now it's fallen below it. Levels you need to know are the all-time high anchored VWAP at approximately 85.50 and then 71. I just read a report today, guys. Bad news. Bad news. JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and I forgot the third one. All are buying a ton of physical silver, but they're flooding the market with paper silver because they're trying to suppress the price to buy more. So that means you're probably going to see the price drop because these assholes are manipulating it. They're buying at a record pace. What is wrong with my... There we go. Sometimes that camera does that. So you got to watch that all-time high anchored VWAP here, guys. But on the hourly, it is use the daily VWAP for your. It is intraday. It is bullish, and it's failing just a little bit here. So what I read, guys, on fundamentally that there's more, unfortunately, manipulation come in. We sound like a broken record, don't we? All right. Platinum, palladium, guys. Platinum. Watch 2000. It's proven to be a good buy zone, and palladium's actually sitting in its buy zone, folks. Right in there. If you go back and watch my weekend update, that is proven to be a pretty good buy zone for a swing. Look, all trend status on the matrix indicator are bullish. Yeah, you missed the NASDAQ report, Stefan. I'm a nice guy. I'll do it again for you. The NAS is in the red box. I don't like this buy signal. It's a mean inversion box for a sell. Buys are lower at 24,700 and some change. So there you go. All right, guys, let's see what questions you have. Questions, tickers, you can throw them in the comment box. And we can look around here. All right, YouTube. What other expert is willing to get up early on their fucking vacation to give you guys a market report? This guy. This guy. Yeah, I was there every day unless I was in the air. All right, let's see. Can we look at Intel? Looks like a good buy right now. Higher time frames for Noah Taylor over on YouTube. Intel. Let's look at Intel. There's the last buy I called on it. Look at that, it paid out. See that? Last time I analyzed this was this fall. Called the buy right there. Drawing down a little bit, bam. What a good trade plan. Thing I love about TradingView, past TA stays on the board. All right, let's look at it. Noah says it's a good buy. Well, right there is your all-time high. The red line is your all-time high anchored VWAP. So Noah, yes. Breaking that anchored VWAP here was a good signal. Retest and rebreak it was a strong signal. Retest and hold. So this VWAP is the breakout. I mean, this should be green. So downside support's 40. This is the breakout here this past fall. Anchor VWAP, and then the all-time high. So 35 to 40, it looks like a decent buy zone. And then you look at price for resistance here at 54. I would demand a little bit more discount. As you can see, the matrix is calling declining momentum, so it will probably penetrate to 40 to 40, or into that zone, 35 to 40, 36 to 40. So if you have specific questions, you can always tag me in my free Discord, and I'll send you a chart. All right, what else you got? Anika, are you trading any other time than New York Open during your normal weekday? So I specifically trade New York Open on Zoom with my traders, and of course I'm on and off the charts the entire day. And if I see a trade that I'm taking, I will usually post it. Prop Firm Kid does Asian sessions. Prop Firm Kid is my co-pilot in our trading group. So there you go. So another thing I do is we trade that hour. Sometimes we're done in 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes us 50 minutes to hit a trade, but then we're done. It's the discipline of walking away from the blackjack table when you have a bunch of chips and not spending it. What do you do if you get a cross near the 1 hour bias line? Because sometimes it just fakes out. What's a good way to then? I'm talking in respect to mainly gold. So listen, one thing you want to watch for, and is what we call is the term that I coined called torsion. So you're specifically talking about gold. I'm going to use futures because the volume's better. So look, we are in torsion right now. All right, what torsion is when 1 hour says it's bearish and the 30 minutes says it's bullish. See that? You could actually look at the EMAs on the time frames if you don't have the matrix chart, but I do it for you. So when these two time frames conflict, makes it very difficult to trade. Not impossible, just more difficult. So you're safer to let those align, right? Let torsion work out where the half hour and the 1 hour time frame are aligned, right? And look, remember what I said on this live? I would have never taken this buy signal, even though mathematically it was, because you have to understand psychological key levels. This is actually a sell zone. Yep. And it looks like they're going to be manipulating metals. So if that holds true, Instagram, we'll see what you got here. If that holds true, then silver sells down, it will affect gold. But guys, I called the 5,000 buy for all the people who follow me, and I'm still long in gold. Right? So I called that 5,000 buy for everybody. Right down here. Where was it? Yep. I bought 5,000. My stop loss is 50.85. So I've only locked in 85 points of this 200 points because I'm trying to stay long in it. If we clear this red box, I'll go to, if we clear 52.15, I'm going to go to 51.85. I'm going to lock in another 100 points. Regardless, I'm going to lock in more points today, probably another 50 points. I've been posting it when I do, guys. So for the folks that follow me, I entered our open yesterday. I entered a mean reversion trade in this green box as price, and it kicked me out. I went lower leverage, right, on this trade, and I ate the stop loss almost within 7 minutes. Pretty quick. There was no support here. You can see that, right? So it was a $1,250 loss. I didn't pout about it. I didn't cry. I didn't bitch, whine, and complain because I trust what I do. I then entered that same trade in this box with higher conviction and more leverage, because 5,000 is a much stronger level than 5,100. And where I lost $1,200, I'm now up something like 12,000. I walked everybody through this trade, guys. That's why you want to be in my trade group. Okay, so anyway, I think I answered the question on torsion. Let's see what if I don't answer your question, guys, go to my free Discord and tag me. You don't have to be a VIP. I answer everybody. Scrolling through Instagram here, see what other questions you have. Thoughts on SLV? Just follow silver. It sounds like they're going to try to manipulate it down. So be careful. And SLVs are paper contracts, very easy to manipulate. AMSC, request for ticker AMSC, American Superconductor Corporation. Doesn't look like I've charted it. Wow. No, I have. It's rare to find a ticker that I haven't charted. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm going to go back. Oh man, look at that. Look at that ugly ass chart. Going to find the IPO price, set an anchored VWAP. Give me a second. You guys will see how an expert does this. Okay, one thing you got to watch. I'm going to teach you something here. Class is in session. Take some notes, people. There's your IPO anchored VWAP, and I'm going to find the all-time high, which was right here. February of 2000. So now we're going to go daily from the monthly. And then you go, what is it? What's it, 2000? Give me a second. I'll just set it here. It'll be close enough. But here's the important thing. There's the all-time high anchored VWAP. But, listen. You got to look down here on the bottom. Why? There was a split. So see the E is earnings report. I'm looking for a gold S. These guys split. So what happens when a split? It back measures the price. So that all-time high, the actual price, the movement's correct, but the price is wrong. I know I saw it initially. What I do is I do a post-split high anchored VWAP also. So this one, the IPO anchored VWAP and all-time high anchored VWAP is above. And then I'd also put in one on a significant high over here. You can see it's held its resistance. Right now, it's looking pretty ugly. Right now, it's fundamental. You have to look at fundamental bias, because right now this was a sell signal. Downside support's 13, and so 24 near term and 13 below that. If you can get in off this 24 with a tight 24, 25 with a tight stop loss and try to run it back up to these anchor VWAPs, would be a good trade. If you have specific questions, go to my free Discord and ask me. You bet, guys. I have paid services. I'm a paid expert, but I like doing this free stuff for the community. It's kind of fun. Interact with you guys. All right. Check one more thing. Yes. The question about the hourly and 30-minute biases. That's correct. Same standard. When the 9 and 20 EMAs conflict with the 30-minute and 1 hour, you're in torsion, so that lowers your lowers your confluence rate of your trade. Oil good to hold. Man, let's look. So I'm looking at oil futures. WTI is the underlier. So that all-time high anchored VWAP, you guys remember we talked about this the other day? Look at that. You don't think these VWAPs are used at all? I mean, holy shit, look at that. Yeah. So I like this buy zone down here. I talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks leading up to the war. I tried to get in multiple times and kept getting kicked out at break even. So right now, if you can buy close to 70 and sell close to 78 is probably the trade. All right, guys. Hey, I got people that pay to trade with me. You can come do it for free, 7 days. Links in the bio. I'm going to head to that war room right now and trade with my folks. I'll be back here tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.